Hello, my beautifuls. This is Dr. V. Whether you are new to this channel or already a beloved member of the Live Tarot family, I want to give you a big, warm virtual hug and welcome you to a new love reading. So that is what we do on this channel. We utilize terms like twin flame, soulmate, divine masculine, divine feminine, but these are all just energies, so use them as they work for you. But what the main mission of our channel here is two things. One is to help you unite or reunite with the person that you love, because I know that many of you are in some form of separation. Either you have minimal contact or you have no contact, and that's due to all kinds of different life situations and obstacles and blocks that you may be having to struggle through at the moment. And so that's the first reason why we're here. The second reason why we're here is we really do focus on lifting our vibration, living our best life, because it's only from that point that you're going to continue to attract great love into your life and usually turn the tide. So if you've been struggling for a while with your masculine or feminine, then as you raise your own vibration, as you expand spiritually, as you start to lead a more beautiful, vibrant life, so will that influence your union with your beloved. So that is why we're here. And today we're going to be focusing on the energy of the divine masculine and whether at this time in the masculine collective, they are getting prepared to reach out to their feminine. That's what we're going to be looking at. So what I do is use a variety of different decks, as well as the 3 decks that I've created specifically for all of you who are on this journey to love. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start off by using one deck to tap into what is the overall energy right now of the divine masculine collective, as well as the divine feminine collective. So Spirit, can you please tell us, in the divine masculine collective, what is their overall energy at this time? What is the divine masculine's overall energy at this time? Interesting. So that's for the masculine. And Spirit, can you please tell us what is the overall energy of the divine feminine at this time? The divine feminine collective, what is their overall energy? Interesting. All right, so look at the dynamics here. So for the masculine, we have virtue, and for the feminine, we have acceptance. So you acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. And acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. So these are really positive energies coming through. I'm really feeling that from the divine masculine collective is definitely looking at the mistakes that they have made. I'm feeling that there's something in them that it really does hurt them. It's almost like it's like it touches a nerve. When they think about the mistakes that they've made with their feminine, they don't feel like they acted from their highest self. And that is why they're getting this virtue energy, because I feel like what the masculine is trying to do is tap back into their own virtues as, okay, what are aspects of myself that I can be proud of? What aspects of myself are really good that I can focus on and that I can show to my feminine, right? So I can win her over again, so I can love her the way that she deserves to be loved. So there's been a lot of resistant energy coming through, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with pride and ego and wanting to be in control of certain situations and kind of wanting to have the last word. And they realize that 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 isn't going to serve this connection. So they are looking to shift out of some of those negative behaviors and back into what are the things that their feminine fell in love with them in the first place for. I think this is the main energy that I'm feeling from the Divine Masculine Collective, is that they're like, okay, well, she fell in love with me. Why was that? Okay. What was it that she loved about me? What is it that she saw in me that made her love me and made her open her heart, her mind, her body, her spirit, and everything to me, right? How did this happen? So I think your masculine is going back to the basics of that, because I feel like he lost track of what was it that made you fall in love with him in the first place. So this is very good. And now we have the feminine's energy, which is very fascinating too, because I believe that the feminine collective, in response to what has been going on, especially for all of you in some form of separation, it's like you've been frustrated for a long time. You've been taking a lot of the emotional hits of it for a long time, and you've grown very exhausted from this process. Like many of you are at your breaking point. I'm really feeling that, and my heart just goes out to you. I'm so sorry. Many of you are feeling like, you know, this isn't worth it. I'm at the breaking point. This has been too difficult. I am about ready to walk away from him. And I am feeling that the masculine is feeling that energy from you, feminine. And that is why he is kind of buckling down even more and saying, wow, you know, if I feel her pulling away and I feel like she's going to walk away from me, I need to figure out, you know, why did she love me in the first place? How can I bring back those qualities? So, you know, from an empowerment point of view, I think this is very good for the feminine collective, as in you've decided to just release your control of the situation. You've decided to stop holding on to it too tight because it was bringing you too much pain. And I think in the spirit of acceptance for whatever the outcome is, you are feeling that sense of peace again, that whatever the outcome comes from spirit, that it is going to be in your highest interest. So these are really good energies to get us started with. So now let's go deeper into what is going on, Spirit. Can you tell us in the Divine Masculine's current energy? Where is the Divine Masculine right now in his life's journey? What is he dealing with? Yeah, see, I feel like this is in alignment with what we just said, right? That the moon's energy, that this is the shadowy kind of negative energy that he has been struggling with in actually the entire masculine collective that we've been feeling, at least even in this past month or so. Yeah, see, definitely the darker resistant energies coming through. Oh my gosh. You know, I don't want to, well, I'm not supposed to give it away, but today's affirmation was all about this, and look, Spirit has beat us to it. I love it when Spirit plays their games with us. I do feel, you know, I've been feeling, especially through this trying time right now in the world, I hope that you are feeling this too. I've been feeling extra connected to my divine guides. I have been feeling so connected to them. I do feel that they are there with us, guiding us, supporting us through whatever challenging time that the entire earth is going through right now. And I feel like they try to play little games with us to make us laugh, to bring us back into finding some humor, you know, to not taking things so seriously, to trying to find our balance again. And I just think this is like, to me, this is like a fun joke from them, because they know what the affirmation is for today. So they're like, look, we're going to beat you to it. We're going to bring it out before, you know, it's just like, I feel like it's a confirmation that they're there, you know, that they're listening. They're with us. They're with us always, even when we think they're not. So this is just so lovely. So let's look at what is going on with the masculine's current energy. So look at this. So we have an interesting combination where I feel like The masculine has definitely been struggling with the various pulls of his professional kind of the outside in the world life versus what his emotional needs are. And so that is why I think the combination of whatever stresses that he has been feeling from that level of energy, I think has really very much put him into this darker moon's energy. And I do feel that he has, and as a result, he's definitely been going through a tower moment here. So I'm feeling for some of you, your masculine, in the same way, I feel like there's a bit of this mirroring going on, where in the same way that you may be feeling that you are at the end of your rope, feminine, that, you know, you don't know how much more you can take of this. I'm feeling that many of the masculines in the collective are also feeling that same energy, as in they have been in the darkness also for a long time. I'm also feeling that what they've done because of this struggle is they've kind of almost put their heart and their mind onto some sort of an autopilot, as in it's like they've just let their instincts take over. You know, oftentimes when we are really overwhelmed both emotionally and when it comes to our livelihood, which I think many people have been, you know, feeling lately, I think that you become so, like, it's almost like your circuits are so like overdrawn, like you're right, they're like shattered. It's like they just break down, and you go into this autopilot where your body and your mind just says like, okay, we're taking over. We're just going to go through the motions. We're going to make sure we keep you alive. You know, we're going to protect you. Don't worry. We have your back. And I feel like that is the energy that is coming through from a lot of these masculines right now. They have been feeling like their emotions, their mind, their life has been on an autopilot because they haven't been able to deal with some of the destruction that has gone on. A lot of disappointments, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of uncertainty. And I feel like with these masculines in this collective right now, I'm feeling that they don't do well with uncertainty. You know how some people, they do very well when things are uncertain. It's part of who they are. Like they feel that is an adventure. But there's also a lot of people who don't. Like they need something structured. Like they need to know what their outcome is going to be. And I think that's the problem right now with the divine masculine right now, is that they don't know what the results are going to be. They don't know what outcome is going to come their way, and it is that uncertainty that is really destroying their confidence. It's making them feel very small in the universe. It's making them feel like they have no control. And for many of the masculines, when they feel like they have no control, they get into a very, very dark space, and they really struggle with that, because even though they're aware at the conscious level that, of course, you know, they can't control everything, that there's so many things outside of their control, there's still certain things that it's almost like in their mind they have a list. Okay, I know I can't control everything in life, right? The world is a big place. The universe is a big place. I'm just one small kind of player in that. But they do have some sort of a mental list in their mind that, okay, well, if I can just control A, B, and C, then I will feel like I have some agency in this world. I feel like as a masculine, I still have some sort of honor and respect in this world. But I feel like they have recently lost that. So whatever this that they were feeling, that they had some semblance of a say, some semblance of knowing that if they do certain things, they can definitely get certain results and outcomes that they want. They feel that has been taken away from them. And so it has left them very much in a weakened state, very much so emotionally, especially because, see, with this Knight of Cups energy, and the moon's energy, it shows us that their inability to feel this honor and respect, right? Nine of Pentacles is all about that, like your, your financial power, your ability to create income, your ability to create security for yourself as well as your feminine and all those you love, right? Your ability to be this honored and respected masculine in the world who has power has really been taken away from them, and so it has sent them into a very resistant energy, and the moon has really put that veil upon their eyes where they haven't been seeing what could be the best possible path out of this darkness and back into the light. And so they've really slowed it down. It's really slowed them down emotionally. But what they do feel, which I think is the positive aspect of this, is that they know that even though they're in a dark place right now with this kind of the struggle for being able to have some control in their lives, they do realize though that when it comes to you, feminine, that whatever is going on, you are worth waiting for. This connection that they feel, the divine masculine's love for you, his hopes for a future with you, he does feel that no matter what happens, it is worth waiting for. And so what he's trying to do, which I think is probably the best part of all of this, all of these cards so far, is he's trying to get back himself back into the flow of life, because I do feel that this energy that we have here of destruction and of the moon, it really kind of took him out of flow. It took him into that really dark, stagnant place where things are not moving forward for him. And so he realized that he needs to in whatever way that he can, he has realized that he must get himself back to a good place. He must get himself back into the flow of life. And only then will he be able to come and offer his feminine what she deserves, right? That he can actually feel like he can give her an outcome that she and he both want. Wow. Okay, this is really good, even though, he's struggling. But I think that's fine, sometimes it's the struggle that brings the solution, right? So let's pause here so I can give you your affirmation of the day. So I'm going to bring this card back because it's all about getting ourselves into the flow state, right? Because that's where all good things happen. And I feel like if our masculines are onto this, we need to be onto it as well, because, well, we usually are anyway, because we're always mirroring each other at some level. So I want you to write in the comment box below, I live in flow every day. I live in flow. I go with the flow of life, and it is taking me to extraordinary places. Okay, that was long, but whatever you feel like. I just want to make sure that you keep that in your vibration, and you use that to keep your vibration high. All right, so let's move on to our next question for Spirit. Spirit, can you please tell us then, what are the divine masculine's true intentions at this time towards his feminine? Oh my God. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, what are the divine masculine's true intentions at this time towards his feminine? What are his true intentions? What does he really want from his feminine? What are the divine masculine's true intentions towards his feminine? Oh, wow. Lovely. All right, so look at this. The first card that we got is this Ten of Cups. So I think it is so clear, right? It's so clear that, he wants to have complete emotional fulfillment. He wants to build a real life with you, and he sees you as his ideal partner in the building of that emotional fulfillment. And I feel that this is a level of kind of contentment and fulfillment that has been eluding him for a very long time. I think that it's almost like he's been trying to grasp at it, and it keeps slipping from his hands. And so if you have been feeling frustrated, feminine, he is mirroring you in that too. You know, whether he says it or not, he does feel the frustration of that. It's almost like, I feel like I'm getting this vision, this image of what happens when you try to hold on tightly to sand. You know how it just kind of runs through the gaps in your fingers and it ends up going back to itself, right? So I feel like this is the feeling that your masculine has been having for a while because of the issues that you have been going through in your relationship, in your connection, especially in terms of the issues that have led to either the, real separation or just that minimal kind of contact where it's off and on. So this is the thing. It's like there's a frustration coming from him just for this 10 of Cups energy of truly having the deepest contentment that he can have in life, which is only possible with you. He feels like it's like that sand that slips through his grasp, and that has been extremely difficult for him. And that feeling, that constant kind of certain obstacles, certain situations, misunderstandings. See, I'm also seeing that with this message from him, right? There have been hurtful things that have been said. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong to take out my frustration on you. So I feel like that is like the energy that comes in alignment with this 10 of Wands, right? It's like he is frustrated with himself. He's frustrated with the fact that it never quite clicks into place. There's always something in the way, right? Something always comes up. Now, for some of you, and this is not for all of you, this may not resonate, because remember I said this is a general reading, right? So if you'd like to have guidance on your specific and unique situation, then that's what a personal reading would be for. And the link to that is in the box below. So for some of you, this dark woman, see, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So there is some sort of an energy here of a third party coming through. Now, this could be anybody from like a toxic karmic relationship that has a lingering energy of this person is still kind of around. This person is still trying to get your masculine back into her life, or is still trying to punish him in some way through toxic negative energy. This could also even be a family member. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but I feel like this feminine energy it's an energy of somebody who brings darkness. And I feel like that part of the darkness for some of you that your masculine was experiencing, that we saw in this moon's energy, is also related to this feminine energy, this darker energy that is still around, that is still lingering. So again, that is for some of you, maybe not for all of you, but there is definitely something that he hasn't been sharing, because this Page of Swords, right, is about communication. But in this particular situation, there's something that he hasn't been fully sharing with you. He hasn't, and again, I feel like it could be some sort of an issue that is ongoing with another darker energy coming from somebody else. Like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a work colleague who's making his life miserable, that's distracting him. It could be a family member who is meddling, right? There's a lot of different ways in which this energy could be influencing the situation, but I feel like it is really putting a lot of stress on him, and that's why he's in this 10 of Wands energy. And there is definitely something about it that he may not be fully conveying to you. So that's why he's gone into this mode of solitude. So for those of you who are in that separation energy, right? With the, yeah, why did I just get a text after 3 weeks? And what now? It's going to be another 3 weeks before I hear from him again. Well, that's one of the reasons. Okay. There's definitely something that he is grappling with, something that he's trying to resolve in his material world with this, right? And he feels that if he can resolve it, now he will be able to open up more, that he wants to. It's not that he doesn't want to, but it has definitely taken him into more of that retreat and introspection. And again, it's interesting how it came full circle, because it's also taken him into that virtue energy that we had for his overall energy, right? That looking for, you know, the positive, looking for those aspects of himself that are so much better than what was going on with these other energies. And so see, it's like, even if you guys haven't been in communication, he keeps getting signs that remind him of you. So feminine, you are very much in his energy, in his vibration. He's seeing you everywhere. He's feeling you everywhere. I think that the more unhappy that he has been lately and more in that resistant energy, the more he's been reaching out to you energetically at that 5th dimension level, the more he has been literally crying into his pillow at night, as in, you know, when he's feeling that he's just going to buckle under the pressure, that he's just going to collapse under this emotional and physical pressure of what has been going on. It's like he thinks of you as his happy place. You know, even if, and I think you would be shocked to even think that right now. You're like, wait a second, we're in separation. I mean, how is that possible? How could I be his happy place? But I feel like that's the irony, feminine. That's the great irony here, is that even though it may seem like he has pulled away into the solitude, for whatever his emotional state is right now, you are still his happy place. So he still looks to you to bring that comfort, even if it's at the energetic level, right? That's why he keeps getting signs of you, and he knows. And one of the things that weighs on him is that he really does want to earn your trust again, feminine. And this summer card can be seen in 2 ways. One is that it's about, you know, a time marker, right? That by this summer, he wants to have your relationship, your connection back on track. Like he doesn't want to waste any more time, right? And then the other aspect that I'm feeling from the summer is also that he just wants to be basking in your love and warmth again. Like it's like he feels like he's literally been in this frozen, you know, kind of cold, like distant energy, and he is pining to feel your smile again. You know, it's like to see the warmth, to feel the warmth and the energy of you smiling at him, of you holding his hand, of you giving him a hug, of, you know, feeling your body viscerally, feeling the warmth of your body, feeling the warmth of your spirit. And he feels like he can't have that until he fully wins your trust back again. And that is why I'm telling you, it makes so much sense that he came through in that virtue energy, right? Because he knows that the only way to feel that warmth again is to show you what a good man he actually is. Amazing. Wow. All right, so then let's ask our last most important question, which is, will he reach out? Will he reach out? And what will he do when he reaches out? So Spirit, can you please tell us, will the divine masculine finally reach out to his feminine and end the separation? And what will he do? What will he do? Oh my. Will he reach out? Will he reach out, and what will he exactly do? Will the masculine reach out, and what will he do? Okay, wow. Really interesting. Let's get a little bit more clarity here. Will he reach out? And what will he do? So look at this. We are getting a continuing energy that we got here from that, Nine of Pentacles. This is the same kind of energy. So I'm feeling that, what we had before with him and some of the blocks and some of the resistance that he was experiencing in terms of uncertainty and not knowing where things are going, I think that is going to continue on for him. It's going to be very difficult for him. So that's something that, feminine, I'm sure, you may be going through this yourself. So I think this is something that you may be mirroring each other in. So I think what Spirit is saying is that at this time, this may be a good way to support each other. This may be something like, say you've reached some sort of a deadlock in your actual relationship, and you just have to say, you know what, we have to agree to disagree on those things. But what are the things that we can bond on? What is some common ground or common fears or common issues that we're both having right now where we can really support each other? We can really help each other to get through the tougher times. And I feel like this is definitely one of them. When it comes to your finances and career, this could be something that you could focus your energies towards together while you put some of the other like relationship issues on the back burner for now, right? And just focus in on this. Let it bring you closer together if that's possible for some of you, for sure. Now, this is really interesting. So I'm feeling that the desire is definitely there, because look at the messages. See, he is so appreciative of you. You're so beautiful to me. Our relationship was different and special. Other people didn't understand it. Okay, so he still sees you in a beautiful light, right? You are still his happy place. I feel like this is a confirmation of the fact that you're still his happy place, feminine, right? And he does realize how special your connection is. And so what he's doing is, I feel like this is still a very good thing. He is working on himself. This is the same energy as we're getting before, that virtue energy. See, a change for the better, butterfly. And this is so lovely because, see, I feel like these three cards are so powerful right now because they show us the masculine's determination to truly change his mindset. And it's interesting because it is definitely a consistent energy throughout this reading. Like we had that solitude card, we had the virtue card, we had the, dealing with your shadow side, dealing with your issues with control and uncertainty. And so look at this, he's still continuing on with this high priestess energy, going deep into his introspection, looking for where he can change, looking for his good points or his virtues, and then figuring out what aspect of that needs to be changed. Like, where can he change his perceptions so that he's handling things in a better way? This is so lovely. He's definitely going deep. And look at this. To me, this is definitely the card of the magician. Look at this abracadabra. So I love the fact that the masculine is truly looking for transformation. He is looking to create magic in an uncertain world right now, in an uncertain situation. And what he's trying to do is anchor some sort of certainty in his relationship with his feminine. I feel like that is going to stabilize him. If you two can come together in, some way that you can bond, right? That it doesn't trigger any of the issues that made things go wrong in the first place, but focuses on something else instead to just bring you closer together. Then slowly what's going to happen, it's going to be like this butterfly's energy, right? It's like you guys are going to come out of that cocoon. You're going to transform. You're going to have a different kind of relationship than what you had before, because that magical power is within you. And I do feel that in these troubled times, if you could do this, you will be a stabilizing force for each other. As in, you're going to find a lot of comfort, peace, and stability in this very chaotic world. And I think you both need that. So this is what Spirit is saying, is that, look, this is what you guys have to do. You guys have to get out of the energy of the fives, like, because you got two fives, and this is the darker energy that has been putting you both down. 5 of Cups and 5 of Swords. I mean, it's classic instability. And it's so interesting because I don't know, before I even really looked at these cards, I kept thinking, or I keep coming to me, stability. You need stability. You want that stability together. You need to find the magic of that foundation again together, and only then will you have this transformation. So I feel like this couldn't be more clear. 5 of Cups and Swords. You both need to get out of your grievances, right? You have certain complaints against each other, and that's natural. Okay, we all do. It doesn't matter. Every relationship, there's not one relationship in this world that doesn't have problems, that doesn't have things that need to be negotiated and dealt with, doesn't have challenges. And we all have our grievances. So I feel like there are certain resentments that you have against him for past actions that kind of brought you into separation in the first place. He has resentments against you. And you both have egos, 5 of Swords. You both have felt tremendous pain from the conflict of your egos, from the conflict between your pride, from the pain that you have felt from the resentments, things that have hurt and things that have cut you like a knife, things that have cut him like a knife. But I think what Spirit is saying is that it is time to use your free will and to consciously choose to put it behind you. And from both sides. This cannot be one-sided, okay? There has to be mutual forgiveness here. There has to be a mutual agreement that we're going to put this 5's energy behind us, and we're going to focus on our magic, the magic of our connection, and the transformative power of our connection, and how our love, the magic that we create together, is what's going to transform everything for us. It's going to change our perception. It's going to bring us back to our best life, and it's going to be together. It's going to put us on the road that we're on together. Wow, this is so powerful. Yes. Absolutely, he's going to reach out because look, you are both tired of these petty resentments, right? He's going to reach out for this transformation. That's how we know this. So, I'm very excited for those of you who have this coming. This is going to be fantastic for you. So let me know what you thought in the comment box below. Make sure that you write today's affirmation as well. And as you know, if you'd like to have a private reading with me, the link is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I have created, especially for all of you who are on this journey to love. So you know how much I love you. You know how much I believe in you, and I'll see you all on the next video.